Gorgeous.
Side, Krowski Merritt. 4-yard there, Melissa.
Yeah, Mike, I talked to Jaden Daniels Friday at the Commander's facility after he finished rehab. Dislocated that left elbow 4 weeks ago.
Colson Yankoff, the tight end, in there as well. 2nd and 9. Mariota. McLaurin. Terry's got it. Still going. First down at the 10-yard line. Hufanga and McLaurin. Two guys not afraid to stick their nose. Sean Payton going to take another timeout here and leave them with one. Sean is one who is very, very good at clock management. He's an elite
Offensive opportunity, so I'm going to preach that till I die.
You're living big picture. Yes, you are. 1st and 15. They can get a first down at the 1. Mariota has the middle taken away. Zach Allen. Woof. Tough and good inside. We mentioned him earlier with all the guys who have multiple sacks. And behind the play,
with everything going on at the field as well.
You got the best of Tyler Biotish, the center there. Erased Mariota. And then after that, one push led to another, and then there was one too many.
I know what the rule was. Yeah. Get Terry in here in a minute.
It might have been a legit offset because then Tunsil comes in with the shove. But in any case, the ball is 1st and goal for Washington at the 8. Extra point, they take the lead. Rodriguez up the middle to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Here we go. We got this big double team coming right here, right down Broadway. Just enough. Get off on the next level. Did Sam Cosby, and they walk it in. And I tell you, for Washington, this has been a little poetic. Accomplish running the ball control on the offense. One mistake by the quarterback, but other than that, it has been perfect.
First kick for Jake Moody, new snapper as well. Just got here 2 days ago. Zach Triner, and it all works for Washington.
I don't find that rough at all. I think ultimately the foul should have been on Washington 78.
Yeah, Tunsil
for
comes
knocking
in
15 down
with the push. It moves them to the 8 with half the distance to the goal. There's the lead, 7-6. What are you laughing at?
I just, every week we come up, like, who knew we were going to be defining pile as a plural now? Who knew?
Tyler Bidet is going to bring the kickoff back for Denver. Gets through an arm tackle, and Bidet out to the 35-yard line. 2:14, a timeout last year, losing Buffalo, and looking like a playoff team again this year. Watch it here with 2+ to go. First one, R.J. Harvey. Bobby Wagner and Noah Igbenogany there. We are 10 weeks from Super Sunday. 43, Bidet in the back. Makes out, pass short and incomplete. Looking for Evan Ingram. They have not been able to connect here tonight.
It's the same play, and it's open, and it's working honestly for both teams.
Inning with 55 to go. And Nix protected underneath. Incomplete for the first down. Von Miller peels off to tackle Mims at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, a lot of attempted picks, but it does do you any good against a zone defense, and converted it anyway.
Receivers for Nix, looking to escape left, and a jump throw incomplete. Again, trying to avoid a sack. Trying to get it to his back, so it'll be 2nd down.
But it is the very essence of who he is, and there's...
Do not take a sack, especially in a 2-minute drill. 2nd and 10. Time here, good protection. Finally, Ingram on the connection. Wagner the tackle at the 37-yard line. Gain of a dozen, first down. Denver on the move.
Can't you remember during the course, Sean Payton kept talking about he needed a joker? He was talking about Ingram.
3 misses, first connection, and that slant brought in to the 25-yard line with the first target for Cortland Sutton on the night.
That was a Drew Breesian kind of throw. Money that time.
Sutton and Franklin, the 2 top pass catchers. Limited thus far. Nixon Ingram reconnect to the 18-yard line. Really nice rhythm here now, Chris.
In there against Bobby Wagner, a little better athlete, a little better on the return route, create some space. make those throws easy. And right now, Washington just really could use on Lattimore and Trey Amos.
Denver trying to join New England at 10-2. Patriots play tomorrow night, hosting the Giants. They're also trying to stay. Harvey is the back, and he is lined up outside as the backfield is empty. Nix picking Ingram again. Starting to pick apart this defense. That in front of Will Harris, the safety.
That back and forth, just get him the ball and let him run.
Third Denver trip to the red zone. 2 field goals to show. Nix swing it out. Bidet, the back hit hard by Mikey Sainristil. No game.
Oh, man. Sainristil, that was something else. Every once in a while, you see just one of those perfect lights is building on fire.
Denver can get a first down. Remember, they're out of timeouts now with 28 seconds remaining.
Plenty of time still. You could still work the middle of the field.
2 big targets to the left. Nix looking that way. Not open. Trying to take off. Got it away for the touchdown for Sutton. His knee was almost down, but he kept it alive. Fire to Sutton. Denver has the lead.
If that knee didn't touch the ground, that's one of that. He's going to throw and keep that knee off the ground, and
that calf came down to keep it legal. Will Lutz adds the extra point. Chris told you at the beginning, guy always on the move.
Game going.
And your defense is used to being dominant, but the Commanders have moved down the field. What adjustments do you want to say?
And look, they scored 7 points. I thought we did a good job turning the ball over, and it will be ready for the second half.
John, thanks.
All right, thank you.
Sean Workman. Patriots host the Giants in Foxborough tomorrow night. Deebo Samuel gets a go. Return from the 3. Fumbled the last one. Delivers the blow there to the 27. Here's Dan Quinn with Melissa a moment ago.
Dan,
to play our best here in the second half. But I like the fight. I know where we'd be into this spot. Now we got to go get it.
Dan, thanks.
And it started with Chris Rodriguez running inside to the 33-yard line. A pickup of 5 on the run. Dan Quinn here, year 2 in Washington. Always enjoy being around.
and taking over the defensive play calling has worked. It's a different looking team.
Mariota with fire, and it's brought in by Ertz across midfield. Zach having a good night. Catch 6 on the evening for the veteran out of Stanford. First down to the 48.
We've seen Hufanga make so many great plays to get open on the outside. There's Hufanga right there. Quick little move, still to the outside. And it's one of the things that Ertz still thinks that he does very well. Bend in those routes, and you saw it there.
Closing down 35, hard count, free 5, free play. Back to Ertz, who's got more than 5. He'll take the middle of the field to the 36-yard line. And a gain of 12.
Back in, Vance Joseph choosing not to create those opportunities for the big plays that we talked about, or Dan Quinn talked about coming out at halftime.
Number 36, Victor Rodriguez. Mariota on the move. Marcus Mariota, 18 to the 18-yard line. Hufanga picks him up.
They had a blocker on him that time and a blocker out in front. So, boy, I tell you, it is Marcus Mariota has had the one mistake, obviously, but it's not just tonight. It's been the last 2 or 3 games. He has run this offense very well, and the numbers really match up pretty well with Jaden Daniels when he was in there.
Traylon Burks, former Titan first-rounder in motion. Rodriguez inside for not much. You go back, Mariota out of Oregon, drafted Tennessee, just under 500 in his 5 years starting there, and then bounced around with a couple of stops, backed up Jalen Hurts most recently a few years ago with Philadelphia, had that 13-game starting run in Atlanta, but was such an important add here as Jaden Daniels came in, gave him a veteran to learn from, an example to follow, and it's been symbiotic. The two have learned stuff from each other, and Marcus has picked up some of the things that Jaden does. This time, to McNichols. Great play in the open field, pulled down by Kingwan McMillan. As good a slot corner as.
Because Sinnott can't block, it's because McMillan does that to everybody.
He's also been a factor on pressure. He's got 4 sacks this year, the most for any corner in the league. This is 3rd and 9 for Washington. Again, they'll fake the run on 3rd and long and throw it inside, and it's caught by McLaurin inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. How big is it to have Terry McLaurin back in the lineup?
Such a good route. This is why you need. He realizes it's a zone defense. Don't keep running across the field. You just sit down in that little hole. Your quarterback understands it. 2 veterans making a great play there.
Well, look at direct snap here to Deebo Samuel. Extra lineman in Brandon Coleman. Mariota at bottom of the screen. Deebo waiting the snap from the 4. And he's going to run it. He's going to have Jonathan Cooper go for a ride.
All right, let me just repeat what I said before. Don't pause. This is not a team you want to pause against. You pause and you're going to get it. Watch it. You're going to take it and just go. That's the only chance you've got against this defense. They're too fast. I know what they're doing. They're waiting.
6-2, 225. Mariota pulls it. Look, Burke's way was covered. Back in the end zone, incomplete for McLaurin. And Surtain, that is really good on really good. 3rd down coming.
Has been voted Defensive Player of the Year. Watch this. And Terry McLaurin, we've been talking all night about how good he is. Little contact there, but the length and the speed and the makeup ability, we've seen it with Surtain. That people think they get past him and he just runs them down. Dion-like back in the day.
3rd and goal. Mariota to the back. Oh, he caught it! Burks! Unbelievable touchdown! Insane stuff from Traylon Burks.
The one thing that we heard from Dan Quinn was that Burks was so hungry for action. Fingertip over the edge of the ball to stop that thing. Hold off the defense. Stop it. That's insane.
As you will ever see. Jake Moody gives Washington the lead. Drafted in Tennessee to replace A.J. Brown. A lot of pressure there. Didn't work.
It was all those things.
Here's Mims on the return. To the 29-yard line. Oh, man. I got to defer to you. You're the great wide receiver. What else you got?
Now I will.
Jaleel McLaughlin to the left for about 2 yards to the 30-yard line. I agree with you.
The catch,
having some fun.
The catch is as good. Now, you know what I mean? It was the difference between a 10-yard pass and making that catch and a 50-yard pass and getting 2 feet down.
Best second touchdown catch in the history of the NFL. Here's Nix down 1. Scrambling, isn't much over here with them. It comes back incomplete from Pat Bryant. The rookie sprinted to an open spot. Good trust between the duo. It's incomplete. And we've got 3rd and 8 coming up here for Denver. 9 minutes to go in the 3rd.
You know, you just have to wonder, is Denver sitting here going, what the heck? You know, we haven't seen this kind of play out of Washington. We're down. We feel like we're playing pretty good out here. And here they are, 3rd out of the Commanders tonight.
Pressure coming from Washington. Picked up, so Nix takes off to the open space. 1st down. He plays with experience way beyond a second-year quarterback. It's those 61 starts he made in college. 1st down, return area. And developing to much more of a receiving threat. A little razzle-dazzle here. Back to Nix. Looks downfield. It's pass. It's short to R.J. Harvey and dropped with Bobby Wagner waiting. Get nothing out of the trickery on 2nd and short. 3rd and 1.
Well, you know, with Sean Payton, eventually you're going to get one, right? Yeah. And it's one of the keys to what he does, especially, and look at where he did it when it was 2nd and 1. Basically a free play, right? Hopefully you'll be able to pick it up here. But he took his shot, middle of the field, another classic scenario when you're going to go for something big like that.
Harvey in the backfield with Bryant. And Nix keeping here.
Now,
got Lyman downfield. Pass is caught. We've got 2 flags. 2 flags thrown on the play. Bryant able to get it. Let's see what the 2 flags are. The linemen were just hanging out right about at that yard-plus area.
Yeah. Sticks defense lined up right across where the first down marker is.
5 in the pattern. Nix has some time. They're taking a shot. He's got an opening. And it's caught for the first down by Sutton. He's finally touched down there at the 29-yard line. Cortland Sutton finds the spot in the zone for a bit.
To get stretched down the field and create some holes down there like that. Look, nobody around Bo Nix, and you cannot do that inside a zone defense.
29, Nix gets it out quick. Ingram for 4. Tackled by Mikey Sainristil.
Sainristil is so much better in this style of defense, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, we saw him earlier. They had him playing man.
Kind of dictates what you do best, right?
Well, especially when your top 2 corners are going.
Yeah. Marshawn Lattimore in the second-round rookie. Davis. Not much for Jaleel McLaughlin. For Denver. Bring up 3rd down here. Under 6 minutes. Fast-moving 3rd quarter. This the Broncos opening drive. Takes care of the team dinner with us. 3rd and 5. 5 out inside. Good catch. Now rookie's off to the races. Bryant inside the 5. First and goal for Denver to the 4. Good hit to the 3rd-round rookie out of Illinois.
All right, you're going to get the rub, the pick, whatever you want to call it. He pulled back through it. Jonathan Jones knows when that pick is coming at you, if you run into them, they're going to get the foul called on them. And that time he just flinched away a bit.
Denver trying to retake the lead. R.J. Harvey to the left. To the goal line, pulled back. Did he break the plane? No. A little short. Second in, extra lineman Frank Crum as well. The fullback Prentice leads Harvey to the left. Into the end zone. Denver takes the lead again.
That the last couple of weeks in pass protection and now leading blocking is creating opportunities and creating more time for the young quarterback plays down the field. I really think his additional snaps have made a difference.
Will Lutz knocks the extra point through the uprights. So Washington starts the half with a touchdown drive and a spectacular to those who are holding the hardware. Debo on a running start this time. Here's Samuel. 25 space across the 30-yard line. Chris.
All right, let's take. Has been concocted to work against this defense.
Wow, that's an amazing stat, given what Denver has done. Leaders in sacks in the NFL with 49 on the season. Jeremy McNichols pulled down. Jonathan Cooper, and no sacks in the game. These guys just one for the team, but they're still a factor, as you've seen so often with Cooper. Anytime it was slow developing. From the 31, out quick and caught again. McLaurin to the 45-yard line. We're talking a guy that had 1,000 yards, 5 straight seasons. Unlikely to extend it this year with the injury, but you see why he's so valuable to this team.
Really good read that time by Mariota. You're going to see Singleton just turn to his left for a moment field, and he looks so relaxed to me out there.
Tickle avoided a loss, turned it into a gain of 6. Strong run by the 9th-year man in the league now out of Boise State, calling the plays. good fit for a bunch of guys on this team, especially a night like this in the game plan with the veteran Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, and for Marcus Mariota, this is as close to like his run here and there, a little read option, little scramble. He had one bad play, but other than that, he's really been almost perfect tonight.
It goes to the left for yards, so it sets up 3rd and 4. And we have a Bronco who is injured. And athletic training staff's going to come out. So out of the injury, unfortunately, DJ Jones walked off under his own power. 3rd and 3, he's going to back up 5.
False start. Offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
It's on Laramie Tunsil, first rounder, veteran, 10 years in the league, who's been such a good influence to the players on that line, especially the rookie Josh Connerly, right tackle.
Really good tackles in this game. Laramie Tunsil, we have ranked as the 2nd best.
On this left side, Ertz, the lone receiver to the right, chips and heads out. Mariota puts it up for grabs, incomplete. Burks was going downfield, so too was McLaurin. Denver had 4 back there. Zach Allen was bringing the pressure.
We'll recommend against it. Those are the only 2 that one got him in trouble and one almost got him in trouble here, but yeah. We're the fast for this team, right? I mean, just, if you leave anybody on that D-line one-on-one, they're getting there.
Tressway is one of the best at pinning the opponents inside the 20. 40% of his punts career have done that. That'll be fine. It's a fun experience. R.J. Harvey is the running back from the 14-yard line. Denver inside run, only 4 a yard. As Jeremy Reeves, safety, was down there in the box to make the play. This man takes very few out of the pocket on the run, throwing back inside and complete. He and Pat Bryant have picked up a real good connection over the last 4 weeks or so. At first down to the 31's, a gain of 15. And Bob helped with the championship teams at Golden State. Now working the Sixers, the Devils, and of course here the Commanders, part of the Harrison Blitzer Sports Empire. His first down pass to begin the quarter is complete to Cortland Sutton at the 32-yard line.
You know, I kept hearing before we did this game that Bo Nix does this and he does that, and he doesn't do this well, and he only plays in the 4th quarter, and that's for 3 quarters. He's not much. And the more I watched, I was like, yeah, but there's quite a bit there. You know, the skill set. That last throw he made was one of the really good ones we've seen all night.
This is a quarter that not just Knicks, but the Broncos have owned this season. That throw a little bit behind. Incomplete for the bring up 3rd down for this Denver Bronco offense.
Remember Dan Quinn was telling us that he had his crew working on the jugs gun because of some of the throws that he saw Bo Nix made during some of these other games, that when he comes.
After those DBs in for Quinn. Nix double pops and he threw an interception to Bobby Wagner. The veteran's got it at the 36-yard line. Interception number 2. For a man who's a couple of weeks away from getting his MBA at Howard. Wagner comes up with the interception.
Right here's Bobby Wagner, and they're going to try and hit a dig route right behind him. He simply just never, ever saw Bobby Wagner. Hard to believe sometimes when you watch it on television that you don't see that, but Wagner barely had to move for this one. And look out now, Washington with a chance to go win this game.
We're on your side! Hey, we're good! We're good, we're good! We're on your side!
Tight end Yankoff in the backfield, play action, and throw to him is caught at the 21-yard line. Second-year man out of UCLA, special teamer, quarterback out of high school, second career grab for Yankoff.
Again, creative play calling that time, lining people up in odd positions. That time Yankoff.
as that fullback. Mariota tripped, throws, gets rid of it over the head of Deebo Samuel. And incomplete. This is Samuel, the receiver in the area. It'll bring up second down. Here comes the blitz from the back. Throws to Bates, the tight end. We'll get to Riley Moss, feeling that with his left shoulder as he made that tackle. Moss, who was the starting corner out of Iowa. When you got Surtain, the defensive player of the year on one side, they come knock on your door a lot. And he's seen the ball thrown his way often this year.
Huge moment in the game right here. They need this first down.
Washington 6 of 8 tonight. Denver brings 4. Mariota throws to McLaurin. Surtain blanketing. Fans looking for a flag. They get nothing. Field goal attempt coming.
Yeah, I was trying hard to see if that was Pat Surtain down there or not. And of course,
or Jake Moody, first game with the Commanders. Again, Zach Trenner, new snapper, just arrived here a couple of days ago. And Moody knocks it in. Tyler Ott, the regular snapper. Illness in the back, ruled out from the 10. But Nims, beg your pardon. Shot in the 30, 29-yard line. He'll get hit by Percy Butler. Well, let's update the officiating crew here. Mark Pellis, the umpire, is grabbing and reaching at his.
Tuesday night, the referee will work the entire offensive backfield by himself. He'll work the entire line and the quarterback.
Right, thanks to Mims on the edge for 2 yards to the 31-yard line.
Terry, do you ever see people trying to take advantage?
Nefarious to take advantage of it.
They don't think like Chris is what you're saying, Ted. Thanks. I'll help you out there.
Nobody thinks like Chris.
2nd and 8. Here is Nix. Ooh, dangerous pass, and it's brought in quick, fast close by Jonathan Jones on the corner. It'll be 3rd down. Bryant catches it for 5.
Intriguing here as well, because now you've got Bo Nix, who just made a big mistake, right? Now you want to see it, right? Let's keep going with and let him know that it doesn't matter if you make a bad mistake. We're coming right back to you.
3rd and manageable. Tyler Bidet, the running back. Washington brings 4. Pocket getting congested. Nix goes down. Frankie Luvu comes from behind. Man from American Samoa to Washington State to an 8.
Around and then back towards the line of scrimmage to get that sack. And he just stayed with it. And right now, Washington is very much in position to pull off an upset.
But number 2 for Jeremy Crawshaw. Jalen Lane is back. Good rush. Crawshaw gets it away, angles it away from Lane. And we'll see where they mark that. Somewhere around
That's the tone on this defense. Time after time with his just raw emotion. Make plays just like that.
Leading tackler thus far tonight, credited with 9, 7 solo tackles. Chris Rodriguez runs inside here for Washington as we hit the 10-minute mark. And he gets it up to the 32-yard line. Pickup of 5 for Rodriguez. The running game has been just consistent. Dan Quinn continuing to lean into it. Hasn't been dynamic, but they've run it 18 times here tonight.
Well, and what they're rushed all the time. Linemen hate it when all they're doing is going backwards. This group is going forward.
Mariota going to keep it for the 7th time tonight. It's slammed down by Dre Greenlaw at the 34-yard line. So it's 7 runs for Mariota, 18 handoffs to backs. That's what gets you down to 25 runs on the evening for Washington.
Well, you're getting down to those moments now when possessions really matter. And what Washington get this game down to the 4th quarter, which they have it now. Big conversion needed right here.
2 guys who know each other well in Kingsbury and Vance Joseph. Going against each other here. 3rd and 2. Mariota puts it up top for Deebo Samuel. It is McMillan again. Jaquan continues to shine. And that's a 3 and out for the Denver defense.
Okay, am I going to flinch? No way. Stays right there with Deebo Samuel and makes the play. You may want to choose another person to pick on this defense other than McMillan.
I was going to go after Surtain. What the heck do you do?
Punt.
Tress way. To kick it away. Mims fair catch at the 20-yard line. 45 on the punt. Some beautiful plans. 2031, the hopes. Just one of the best sports cities in the country, and their family adding to that with some terrific ownership of the Broncos here, who lead by 3, trying to extend to 10-2. And what a run they get from Jaleel McLaughlin to start this drive to the 34-yard line. 14 on the game.
And they bring in Frank Crum, the extra offensive lineman, which allows them to get blocking wider and to make that cut. So defenses get used to the idea of how far they have to be able to cover, but that extra offensive lineman in there sometimes can just throw off your count.
Yeah. Used to play for Sean Payton in New Orleans. Counted on here. Nix trying to get out of the way, in some trouble, gets rid of it. Incomplete. And Jordan Humphrey over there on the sideline. It'll bring up second down.
So watch what they did here. They put Ingram here, and then they put out here the extra offensive lineman Frank Crum, so they could get Ingram down the field again, just hoping that somebody messes up the coverage. And it's just so much.
Player Streif has worked with. He's gone from an undrafted free agent to the swing tackle behind Bowles and McGlinchey, and learning from those vets. 2nd and 10, R.J. Harvey back in the game. Got through that tackle to turn what could have been no gain into a couple of yards. Jonathan Jones, first in contact. Here comes another important 3rd down halfway through the 4th.
Yeah, Harvey should not have done that.
And through it, 3rd team on the field, getting the job done here tonight. 3rd and 8. Adam Prentice is in. He releases. Nix throws to the fullback, who's got the first down to the 48-yard line. Sean Payton told us he was not afraid to use Prentice, and you've seen it as this last month or so has gone on in these 3rd down rolls.
Yeah, I think in particular against Kansas City and Bill Walsh and fullbacks that they had that could catch the football coming out, and what a weapon that was.
Tom Rathman smiling. They say that during those days.
I don't have all good memories of the 49ers.
6:25 to go. Harvey is met. Chris, you've got to give credit, of course, to Dan Quinn, but to the players like Jordan McGee and Bobby Wagner. This Washington defense far.
And we've also seen Luvu come around and make a big sack, too.
No back, spreading it out. Nix moves the pocket, nothing going through it towards the feet of Bryant. Incomplete. Here's Melissa.
Yeah, Mike, I talked to Bobby Wagner this week. He said the season hasn't gone the way we wanted it to, but that doesn't mean it has to finish that way. We speak of the culture here, and that's not just when things are going well. Culture is challenged through hardship, and that's what we have right now. He said we have a locker room full of competitors, and these games can teach us a lot.
He'll have it in a few weeks. That's Von Miller, picked up by McGlinchey as the pass is thrown complete to Evan Ingram. But Wagner over there along with Igbenogany, keeping Denver short. 5.5 to go.
Got to punt when you have a defense like this, don't you?
Absolutely.
I mean,
even in today's football.
Yeah, right? I mean, I get you want to go, and when you're the head coach and the offensive coordinator, you're like, I got to play. I know.
This year, Crawshaw, as with other Aussie kickers, can hit it with a lot of hang time and a tough to catch ball. Jalen Lane awaits. Crawshaw hangs it. Lane lets it go. And it is stopped at the 1. Let's see if he's down. Did anybody touch the goal line? Ruled down at the 1-yard line. Little Jordan of the AFC. See you next Sunday night from KC. Football Night gets us started at 7 Eastern Time. 4:42. Mariota and the Commanders. First throw sideline is caught inbounds. With the feet down for Terry McLaurin, right around the 36-yard line.
That was something else just because McLaurin almost went down on the play. But here we go, and Mariota now has an opportunity. Oh, he definitely fell down and barely got back up.
field has been resodded since the last game. It's been down for a bit, but no deep roots, and so we see parts of it coming up at times. Husky Merritt in here late in the game for Washington. He'll gain a yard or so as we're out of 4:25 here.
But they keep hitting them from around the edge. That time it was Brandon Jones, the free safety, that came around to make the tackle.
Take the inside run. Mariota in trouble. He's going to go down.
He wasn't touched.
No. Gets back up and escapes and dives forward to the 44-yard line. So it is 3rd and 21 from the 25. Both backs, Rodriguez and McNichols in. Mariota buying time, throwing for Ertz down the middle. He got it, and it's out. Ertz had it, and as he came to the ground, he got punched out. Incomplete.
That was a humongous. Can you imagine all that he's been through this week? Gets to come back and makes the play of the game so far.
Just over 3 weeks after testicular cancer surgery, back on the field, comes out and makes that play. Tressway with the punt. Good one. 55 yards, sending Mims back to the 20. Mims returns it to the 29-yard line.